In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to convert an inexpensive tripod floor dolly into a very portable track dolly system using ABS drain pipe for the rails. I've had a tripod dolly for years and it has proven to be of limited use. The problem with these dollies is that they have to be used on an extremely smooth surface such as a hardwood or polished concrete floor, which severely limits their usefulness. I found these track swivel wheels online. They are made by Glide Gear. As they were only $30, I decided to give them a try as a replacement for the 3-inch wheels on my tripod dolly. I removed the original wheels and discovered that the attaching bolt on the new wheel set would be too long to fit the threaded insert in the dolly. So I picked up some 1.5 inch by 3/8 inch stainless steel bolts at the local hardware store. These Glide Gear swivel wheels are designed to have some lateral movement that makes fine adjustments on the track very easy and almost self-adjusting. After replacing the bolt, I tightened the nut, being careful to make sure that there was just enough tension to allow the wheels to swivel and to slide side to side. For the track, I used 1.25 inch ABS DWV drain pipe, which can be picked up at the local hardware store. In order for the cross pieces to snap in and stay securely attached to the rail, they have to be drilled offset, such that the radius point is higher than the center of the rail. This forms a C, which allows the cross pieces to snap securely onto the rail. I measured the outside diameter of the pipe and found that a 1 5/8 inch hole saw would be perfect size to match the outside diameter of the pipe. To determine the width of the cross pieces, I first laid the rails down, making sure that they were parallel to each other. I then set the dolly on top, making sure that all the wheels were flush with the rails on both sides. My rails need to be 25.5 inches apart, so cutting the cross pieces at 30 inches would leave me 1 inch on either end. I then made the cuts on the miter saw. Both drill holes in each piece need to be perfectly aligned with each other. I found it was easier to see my marks if I used masking tape. Aligning the pipe with the edge of my workbench and holding it tight, I marked the center line at both ends of the pipe. To hold the pipe in place while I was drilling the holes, I drilled a half circle using the hole saw through a block of wood and then attached that to the pipe. I then clamped the other end in place once I had it properly aligned. You can see the hole is offset as the guide bit is passing through the inside of the rail. I cleaned up the rough edges with a Dremel and gave it a test fit. Perfect. To stop the dolly from sliding off the end of the rails, I cut 2 more small sections and used them as stop blocks, which just snap into place. The track can be extended as long as required by using additional lengths of pipe. To join them, simply slide short section of 1 1/4 inch doweling into the end of each pipe, and then slide the next section over top, creating a near seamless joint that the Glide Gear wheels can smoothly slide over. To attach the cross pieces, slide them underneath the rails and secure them in place. For my 9.5 foot sections, I used 4 cross pieces. Next, set the track dolly on the rails and add the stop blocks. The tripod legs drop into the adjustable receptacles on each of the 3 ends of the dolly arms. There are screw locks on each one that prevent the leg from slipping off the dolly. The movement is silky smooth. This would have been impossible to achieve using the original dolly wheels on a surface like this. Once snapped together, the full system can be moved around and repositioned as one unit. This makes it extremely flexible and easy for moving around from shot to shot. To disassemble, Apply slight pressure downward on the cross pieces, and then pop the rails off. Overall, this modification turned out better than I could have imagined. It is relatively inexpensive and works as well as other dolly track systems out there that cost hundreds of dollars more. It is flexible, easily expandable, snaps together quickly, and is extremely portable. I hope you found this video and DIY project helpful, and maybe it will encourage you and others to come up with some more innovative photography and filmmaking solutions.